Finding a P0138 code on your scanner can be a bit of a mystery because many times your car will keep driving perfectly fine, even though that annoying check engine light is staring you right in the face. This specific code is telling you that the voltage coming from your bank 1 sensor 2 oxygen sensor is staying way too high, usually meaning it has been sitting above 999 millivolts for several minutes straight. Now, since this is sensor 2, we're talking about the downstream sensor, located behind the catalytic converter, which has the very specific job of monitoring how well your catalyst is cleaning up those exhaust gases. When that voltage stays stuck in the high range, it usually signals that the exhaust mixture is staying way too rich, or more likely that there is a short circuit somewhere in the wiring harness that is feeding battery voltage directly into the signal wire. Bank 1 is simply the side of the engine with the first cylinder, and while high fuel pressure could theoretically cause a rich condition that triggers this, it is much more common to find a frayed wire or a sensor that has just given up the ghost after years of intense heat cycles. You should definitely start your diagnosis by visually inspecting the wiring harness leading to the sensor for any signs of melting or rubbing against the metal chassis, because a short to power will trick the computer into thinking the mixture is rich even when it is not. If the wiring looks clean and the connectors are tight, then replacing the sensor itself is usually the most logical and effective way to get that light off your dash and make sure your emission system is working correctly. It is one of those repairs that is relatively straightforward for a driveway mechanic, but you want to be careful to use the right tools so you do not strip the threads in the exhaust pipe. Even though you might not feel a loss in performance, keeping this sensor in good shape is vital for passing emissions tests and making sure your car is not actually dumping too much fuel into the engine, which could eventually ruin your expensive catalytic converter over time.